It's all about voice of customer. It's talking to your customers, making sure that there is an open communication line, that you know exactly what the expectations are. It's clear that you, in a corporate travel program, you cannot satisfy all the needs and all the requests that you get, but you need to build a certain framework that you say, look, this is the maximum we can do based on cost consciousness and so forth. And then within that framework that you build, people can obviously get the services that one requires. And you try to satisfy the biggest number of your travelers that you can by doing so. Will you ever satisfy everyone? I think that's not possible at all. That would be too costly. That would be also from human nature impossible, I guess. Well, for me, the biggest change over time will be if you can mirror the same experience that one has when he does his leisure trip, reservation, end-to-end process, whatever you want to call it, and the corporate side. Today there's still a big difference between the two, and for me the future is that you make it as seamless as possible and as similar as possible for that traveler, so that when you set the framework, when you set the boundaries, that people have that same experience, so they will stay automatically in the program. You will have less people who go outside of the program, but you have to guarantee that it is as seamless, that there is as little difference as possible in the experience that they have themselves when they do it themselves versus when they do it what the corporation is giving them as tools. Well, technology in the travel industry, being it on the airline side, the hotel side, etc., is obviously going to help getting a more sustainable environment. On the other hand, we as corporations need to implement the technology that is needed, harmonize the technology that is implemented to make sure that people travel when it's really necessary, and use other means of technology to not to travel if that's an option. And I think there's still a lot of room for improvement in general in the industry on the corporate travel side. And once we achieve that, automatically that will have a positive effect. Well, Amadeus is obviously a technology provider, so it's all about delivering that technology component that we need to become more performant and have better programs. If it's all going to be understanding really what the industry is looking for, what customers are looking for, closing the gap between the leisure and the corporate experience, time to market, shorten that as much as you can. And if Amadeus is able to do all those elements, I think Amadeus has a very bright future ahead of them.